Good morning, Chargers. Today we are doing an activity called Generation of Traits, and our objective is I can observe that unique sets of traits are passed down from parents to offspring. Just a quick review of some material we've been covering in the past couple weeks. DNA is the genetic material contained in all living organisms. A gene is a specific part of DNA that codes for a trait. A trait is an observable characteristic like eye color or hair color. Traits are passed down from parents to offspring. So our first key point to keep in mind while we do our activities today, an individual has many traits in common with others, but most in common with their parents and siblings. So all of us in this room right now, we have 10 fingers and 10 toes, and that's a trait we have in common, but we have way more traits in common with our parents and our siblings. Second key point, an equal number of traits are passed down from each parent to their offspring. You get 50% of your genetic information from your mother and 50% of your genetic information from your father. This is true for every single sexually reproducing organism. And the last key point to keep in mind, each individual has their own set of traits. This is what makes all of us unique. My genes are different than your genes, and your genes are different than your neighbor's genes. We all have some things in common and more in common with our parents and our siblings, but we all, at the end of the day, have our own unique set of traits. So today in Generation of Traits in this activity, we are doing a lot of moving little pieces, little pom-poms. So I want to lay out the behavior expectations for you guys so that we can be on task and on track the whole time. You need to be at volume level 1 during all of our partner work. This is a whisper. You also need to be seated the whole time. Under no circumstances are you getting up out of your seat for anything. Not to throw anything away, not to get hand sanitizer, not to go ask something from a teacher on the other side of the room. You must be seated the entire time. If you need something, silently raise your hand. You may only put your hands on your group's materials. Each group has the same set of materials, but you are only touching your group's materials. You must use these materials appropriately. They took a long time to get together, and we want to make sure that you are using them appropriately and so that you can learn from them. Lastly, you must be on track with your academic conversation. I don't want any off-task conversations today. Use your top high school talk. Make sure if you're talking to your group members, it's about our activity or about genetics. Let's go over the activity instructions. Just for reference today, the different colored pom-poms represent different traits. Your first step with your group members is to arrange the cups just like in the diagram on your handout in those 2 triangle shapes. Your second step is to look at your grandparent traits. They're already labeled for you on your diagram. Those little circles are already labeled with the letter of the color that they correspond to. After you checked out your grandparent traits already labeled, you are going to choose traits from grandfather and grandmother A and put them in the mother cup. Then you are going to observe which traits you picked for the mother and label those pom-poms on your family tree just like the grandparents are labeled using the same key. After the mother traits are all labeled, you're going to choose traits from grandfather and grandmother B for the father. You're going to do the same thing, label those traits with the letters on your family tree. After the mother and the father traits are labeled, those little pom-poms each have a letter on them, you are going to randomly, and I really mean randomly, don't try and make them look cute, you are randomly going to choose 3 pom-poms from the mother cup and 3 pom-poms from the father cup for Mary, and Mary is the first child on the bottom of your family tree. You're going to label the 6 pom-poms that you picked on Mary's diagram using the same letter key. Now these 6 pom-poms are going to be different for every single group because you picked them randomly. After you've got Mary's traits labeled, you're going to put the pom-poms back in the cups, back in the mother cup and back in the father cup. You then need to repeat steps 5 and 6 for George, Elizabeth, and Carl. Make sure that you are putting the pom-poms back after choosing traits for each child. This is really important so that the probability of traits appearing for the children remains the same. When your family tree is completely labeled, everything is filled out, you need to return your pom-poms to the correct grandparent cup for the next class. That's labeled on your handout for you. Then you need to silently and independently answer the analysis questions on the last page of your packet. Use your diagram, use your notes. You must write in complete sentences. Go back to the video and rewind if you have any questions or you're confused about anything, and let's get started with generation of traits.